For this episode of Notes from the Pastor's Office, I'm actually on location. That location is the Fellowship Hall of the Forest United Methodist Church, because mainly I want this to be a test of what I might be able to do as far as doing Notes from the Pastor's Office on location. See, I'm on the move a lot. In about a month, I'm going to Dayton, Ohio to spend a week on campus at United Theological Seminary, my seminary, and then also I am going to Brazil at the end of May. So I want to see what I can do on the go. I have a lot of equipment that I usually use to do Notes from the Pastor's Office, so I'm trying to mix it up. So don't mind the black lines on either side of me here, the video quality being a little less. I think you'll still like the content. So thanks for joining me. With all the talk of church leadership, especially when you talk about the church in Rome, I thought that it would be a good idea to share with you a leader from the United Methodist Church that I think is very inspirational and very powerful, and I think that you should know a little bit about if you don't already. Hi, I'm Chris. Welcome to Notes from the Pastor's Office, and I want to talk to you about Bishop Minerva Carcaño, who is the bishop of the Cal-Pac conference out in the west part of the country and includes some of the territories of the United States. But she used to be the bishop in Arizona, parts of southern Nevada, and then parts of southern California, the Desert Southwest Conference, where my father-in-law is a pastor at the downtown First United Methodist Church in Mesa. So she is a pretty amazing leader, pretty inspirational. While bishop in Arizona, she made it a point to march in organized marches having to do with immigration reform in this country. And she recently, I believe either on March 9th or March 7th, she met with the president in the White House to discuss strategies on putting together legislation for immigration reform. I am super excited. Super excited to be able to introduce you to her by sharing a couple of quotes, and then I'll get out of your hair for the day. She said this in an interview with, I believe, the Huffington Post or the Religious News Service. You can look it up online. Just search Bishop Minerva Carcaño and then go to the news section. She says about immigrants, immigrants can stay as long as they don't ask for more than we want to give them, and as long as I'm sure there's a word missing in there, as long as they keep serving our needs at whatever pittance of a pay we want to extend them. And of course, she's speaking in the, well, that's how we treat immigrants, when it's not the Christian way to go. At all. It's not the way of Christ. Of course, the Old Testament in Exodus, I believe, 20 or 22, not 20, but 22, where you talk about how you treat the alien amongst you. And then, of course, what you see in the ministry of Jesus that doesn't comport with how we treat illegal immigrants, especially those coming in from Mexico nowadays. Yeah, you can talk about national security, you can talk about all that stuff, but as far as we talk about what we talk about when we talk about illegal immigration, there are some vast injustices with the way we have treated them, and especially in the way we are going to be treating them going forward as we talk about immigration reform. And I wanted to share with you one last thing that she said. When people begin to say that's not fair, that's not just, then that ruffles feathers. And of course she has, being a United Methodist bishop and marching in those organized demonstrations around illegal immigration, has certainly ruffled feathers, the feathers of those inside her denomination and across the religious spectrum. And she is a woman of conviction, a woman of strength, a woman of courage. And as long as we're talking about church leadership this week, I wanted to bring Minerva Carcaño to your attention. Thank you for joining me. As always, you can find me on Twitter at ICanHasGospel, gospel with a Z. Find me on Facebook, and then always you can find me and episodes of my vlog on my blog, notesfromthepastor'soffice.com. We'll see you next time.